Welcome to the Wildflower Magic Knits vlog. This is Vlogtober episode 9, I think. I'm losing count. I think it's episode 9. I am your host, Katie. I'm coming to you from upstate New York, where I live with my partner, Alan, our 2 large dogs, and our 2 cats. Let's see, what else do I usually say? I have captions on for accessibility purposes. YouTube allows you to speed me up or slow me down if I'm talking too fast or knitting too slow for you during today's vlog. And in the description box below will be links and information to all of the designers, makers, yarns, recipes, books, anything else that I chat about today. I have to edit yesterday's vlog because I had this great cozy evening planned yesterday. I was going to take an everything shower, wash my hair, do a conditioning treatment, use my eucalyptus body scrub, get all cozy in my pajamas, have some tea, and edit my vlog to end out the day. And instead, I did my everything shower with my hair mask and my eucalyptus body scrub, and then got all cozy in my pajamas, and then immediately fell asleep. So we're editing this morning. Sorry it's a little bit late, but hopefully you don't mind. Hello, I'm sitting here with Ashes, who is demanding pets, which means I am on a knitting break. A worthwhile knitting break, for sure. Alan made the yummiest cinnamon sugar donut holes in the air fryer this morning. They were so good. My vlog from yesterday is uploaded, finally. And I was sitting here working on my ghost socks. I have a little bit of this foot started, not quite a ghost done yet. I wanted to know what you're working on. What's your fall make right now? I've been pretty monogamous on my socks for the last several days. So I was just wondering what you guys are working on. Are you knitting while you're watching? And if so, what are you knitting on? Tell me in the comments, please. On the agenda for today, we have a friend coming over for a little bit this afternoon around lunchtime, and it's really all the plans that we have. I am exhausted. I don't know why I'm so tired, but I am definitely tired, and I am looking forward to relaxing and knitting and hanging out with my friend, hanging out with the animals, and enjoying the last sunny day of the weekend. It is going to rain tomorrow and Monday, so tomorrow and Monday are going to be cozy days in. We might watch Rings of Power while it's raining. But yeah, today's just going to be chill. I hope that chill days are not boring for you to watch. I try to make them as interesting as possible, but some days this is all we do, and usually those are my favorites, so. She's loving on me like this now, but as soon as Alan comes and sits down on the couch, she's going to get down and go sit with him instead. So I'll take this while I can. I only get this when Alan's not sitting down, so I'll take all the loves I can get. starting a new project today. I'm thinking I might make a headband, like something super quick, super easy. I think I'm gonna pull from my Doodle book that I just got by Pacific Knit Co. And maybe I'll just go find some scraps and cast on a headband. I feel like I could use some instant gratification, you know? Mix it up a little bit. I don't want to cast on something that's going to take away from my ghost socks too much because I want those to be my priority right now. But I think a little instant gratification project would be really fun. Or maybe like either like an earmuff headband or like a bandana headband.
Hi, back.
Well, she was sitting with me. We have one armhole done. I've picked up like, oh, well, I just dropped my needle, so 0 stitches on this side because I just dropped all of them. There was only 4 of them on there, so it's fine. One more armband to go, and then my Oolong tank is done, and weaving it ends, but then my Oolong tank is done. But instead of powering through and getting it done today, I'm gonna take a break. I'll finish it tomorrow, maybe. As long as I get it done by Rhinebeck, I'm not in a hurry. And Rhinebeck is, I wanna wear it on Saturday, so as long as it's done by Saturday, it's fine. I have a whole week to do one armband and weave in ends. So instead of just finishing that, I'm gonna start something new. I had mentioned earlier that I might start a doodle headband. I decided I'm not going to do that just because I have colorwork socks on the needle, so if I want to do colorwork, I'll just do that. But I still want something like instant gratification. Like I want something that I could get done either today or tomorrow. So I am casting on a headband. I'm gonna make the Urla bandana by Seda Ceken, and their username is All I Knit on YouTube. And my plan is to use this extra Life in the Longgrass Merino silk blend that I have. This one's called Blossom. You see all those pretty speckles? And then if I run out, I have some of this. This is the same Life in the Longgrass Merino silk blend, and I think this one was called Lilac. These are both left over from my Bojagi shawl, which everything that I talk about will be linked in the description below. So the links to both of these patterns will be down there. So my plan is to use up as much of this as I can, and I'm not sure how much yarn this is going to take. If I run out, I will do the ties and the like band part that'll be right by my face in the purple, and I think that'll be really pretty. So that's my plan. I'm going to cast that on because I just want something fast, you know? I did finish my book, The Haunting by Natasha Peterson. Or Preston. Nope, sorry. Natasha Preston. I would recommend this book to you if you don't mind that it's a book called The Haunting that has nothing to do with ghosts. You don't mind young adult characters, like teenage characters, who equate being murdered by a serial killer to taking a math test every day for the rest of their life. And you don't mind that it ends in, this is not spoiler, well, it's not really spoilers. It ends in the middle of a very tense life or death scene on a cliffhanger with no resolution and no sequel in sight. Apparently that is a common theme of Natasha Preston's books. They all end in very intense cliffhangers, and to my knowledge, she does not write sequels or give any kind of resolution. So if you're cool with all of those things, then I recommend this book to you. If the idea of the book just ending like 3 chapters before it probably should makes you want to throw something out the window, like me, I do not recommend this book because you will absolutely want to throw something out the window. It ended and Alan was in the other room, so he couldn't hear the book, but he heard like the sound of my book playing, so I read it with an audiobook. And he heard the sound stop, and then he heard me go, "What the fuck?" Because that cannot be the end of the book. I was so upset. I enjoyed the book while I was listening to it. I am not always a young adult fan. I like young adult, it's not usually my favorite, and I don't usually get as engrossed into some of the stories, not all of them, but the ones where high school is like their biggest struggle is taking a math test every day for the rest of their life. That's the worst scenario they could possibly imagine. I don't tend to get as drawn into those stories. I understand, and I do remember being a teenager and feeling that way, but I don't relate and get like sucked in as much anymore when those are the types of characters that we're dealing with. Not all young adult is like that. Some young adult books are very engrossing, and some of them are not as much. I'm trying not to trash on a whole genre. I do read a lot of young adult books. Like the last 3 books I've read I think are young adult, and the next one I'm gonna read, not the next one, but the one for book club is also young adult. So it's not like I avoid young adult or that I hate teenagers or anything like that. It's just that when we have scenes where the teenager is face to face with a serial killer and she says, "I would rather take a math test every day for the rest of my life than deal with this," I feel like I kind of just want to roll my eyes at that character, because there are a lot of things that I would rather take a math test every day than deal with that I deal with every, like paying bills. I would rather take a math test every day than have to pay all of my bills. Not to say that the character did not actually feel that way, because I do remember being a teenager and I didn't hate math quite that much, but I could understand that sentiment a little bit better back then. Anyways, that was a long-winded way of saying this book ended on a cliffhanger. It pissed me off, but also kind of in a good way, because I did enjoy the story. I'm mad because I was not ready for that to end so abruptly and with no resolution. Maybe I just read too many mysteries where like everything gets wrapped up in a neat little bow at the end, but that's what I wanted. I wanted that bow. There was no bow. In fact, the ribbon was just cut in half in the middle of a scene. Ugh. So what am I going to start next? I don't know if I'm going to start it today or if I'm going to just watch podcasts and veg out for the rest of the evening. But I have 2 audiobooks that I have rented from the library so far, at once. One of them is called The Last House on Needle Street by Catriona Ward. And the other one is Witch of Wild Things by Raquel Vasquez Gilliland. Those are the 2 that I have rented from the library at the moment. I use Libby for most of my library books. I will rent ebooks for my Kindle and audiobooks from Libby. I also will do just Amazon books or like Kindle Unlimited. I think I still have a Kindle Unlimited. I might have canceled it. And I also do Audible for audiobooks as well. And then obviously I have a plethora of physical books. Sometimes, like currently, I have Witch of Wild Things as a physical book sitting on my bookshelf right now. But I wanted to listen to it, so I also rented it from the library. I have digital copies and physical copies of a lot of my books. Anyways, I'm gonna go cast on this headband and probably just watch podcasts for a while. And that's gonna be most of the rest of my evening. It's starting to get dark. We're having leftovers for dinner tonight, so there's not really any dinner prep that needs done. So yeah, that's gonna be my evening. Pretty chill. Had to rescue Ashes because Alan went into the office and shut the door and left her out here with me. Ugh, the horror. I got this much of my headband done today in about 2 hours of knitting, so I'm just gonna knit until it's like the size that I want. And now I'm gonna wrap up editing today's vlog and go to bed. If you have been here for a little while and you like the content you see, be sure to do all the YouTube-y things, the like, share, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.